well to money for him. The Iliad has been drifting all the time, and this may be reflected in earlier results because two of Homer Scott's hot pots are being turned over, in fact run badly. So is the stable being affected by one of these bugs? Derrymore Boy is 8-1 also. Very impressive on this track last time out from Paddy Mullins' stable. Step Aside Lord, 8-1 also. Remember, this one has been bought by Paul Green, and he'll come to David Nicholson in England soon. 8-1 Son of Ivor. 14s, Bonalba and Cat's Eyes.
Cat's Eyes right over on the inside. And the favourite, Barnbrook again, lining up in the centre. And the Iliad, the medium, such a sensational gamble here, is jumping off towards the back as they head towards the first flight with Derrymore Boy and Cat's Eyes, the leaders, from Chris Aor, Lochderg on the near side. They're followed by Helen Sarr, then Barnbrook again, and the Musical Priest, and then Yabis, racing towards the first of the 8 flights, and Lochderg in the lead from Cat's Eyes on the far side. Derrymore Boy in third, Barnbrook again running 4, then Helen Sarr, the Musical Priest is next, then Kiora and Chris Aor, Yabis is next, and then Step Aside Lord. Lochderg is the leader as they come past the stands from Derrymore Boy, Barnbrook again on the near side. Cat's Eyes on the rail, then the Musical Priest and Helen Sarr, and they're followed by 4 Tricks and Chris Aor, and then Kiora, Yabis and Step Aside Lord, and behind these Dodus Dictio and then Cloverhill Lad. Going towards the second now, Lochderg the leader from Derrymore Boy in second, then Barnbrook again. On the inside, Cat's Eyes, then 4 Tricks, the Musical Priest and Helen Sarr. Kiora is next with Yabis, and then Cloverhill Lad and Chris Aor. They're followed by Step Aside Lord, and behind these is Closheen with Dodus Dictio and Fair Ogan and Feroda, and then the Iliad and Bon Alma. Son of Ivor towards the back with Mark Miller. Further back, Colonel James. Last of this stage is Abbey Glen. Going towards the third, and Lochderg and Derrymore Boy are the leaders. Barnbrook again keeping to the outside in front of the Musical Priest. They're followed towards the inside by 4 Tricks as they make the bend into the back straight, heading towards the 4th flight. Derrymore Boy on the outside of Lochderg. They're followed by Barnbrook again running third. In 4th place is 4 Tricks. Then the Musical Priest. Behind these, Cat's Eyes. Then Helen Sarr. Behind Helen Sarr comes Kiora. Then Chris Aor. Behind Chris Aor is Yabis. Then Step Aside Lord and the Iliad. Cloverhill Lad is next. Fair Ogan on the inside. Behind these, Dodus Dictio. Then Feroda. Behind Feroda is Bon Alma. Then Closheen and Son of Ivor. Colonel James is next. Behind Colonel James, Abbey Glen, and Mark Miller brings up the rear. Racing towards the 4th, Lochderg and Charlie Swan in the lead in the Ladbroke from Derrymore Boy. Barnbrook again the favourite on the outside, jumps up into second there. Derrymore Boy makes a mistake. Then the Musical Priest and 4 Tricks, then Helen Sarr. Yabis is just behind these with Kiora, behind these Chris Aor, then Step Aside Lord. Racing now towards the 5th flight, and 4 Tricks the grey disputing it with Lochderg. Barnbrook again next with Derrymore Boy 4, the Musical Priest 5, then Helen Sarr. Kiora is next, behind Kiora Chris Aor, then Step Aside Lord and Yabis, and they're followed by Dodus Dictio, then the Iliad and Bon Alma, and they're followed by Cloverhill Lad. On the inside is Feroda, then Abbey Glen and Colonel James as they race towards the 3rd last, and the favourite takes it up. Barnbrook again from Lochderg. The Musical Priest on the outside of Derrymore Boy. Kiora going well, then 4 Tricks and Helen Sarr just behind this Dodus Dictio, but Barnbrook again made a mistake there, and Lochderg regains the lead as they race away from the flight. Barnbrook again goes on again, followed in 2nd place by Lochderg. Helen Sarr 3rd, then Derrymore Boy. Behind Derrymore Boy is Chris Aor. Behind Chris Aor comes Kiora. They're followed towards the inner by Feroda. Past the half-mile pole now, and Barnbrook again 3 in front of Helen Sarr. In 3rd place, Chris Aor. Behind Chris Aor in 4th is Lochderg, and they're followed towards the outer by Feroda making ground at the 2nd last, and Barnbrook again over and clear. 4 in front as they race towards the straight. The favourite is clear into the straight in the Ladbroke. Barnbrook again chased by Chris Aor in 2nd. In 3rd place, Helen Sarr under pressure. Back and forth is Feroda, but as they straighten up, it's Barnbrook again chased by Chris Aor in 2nd. In 3rd is Helen Sarr. Feroda 4. They're clear of Dodus Dictio and Derrymore Boy as they come to the final flight. Barnbrook again on the far side, Chris Aor on the near side, and they're clear of Feroda. Barnbrook again with Chris Aor gaining on the stand side at the last. Barnbrook again over from Chris Aor. Both make slight mistakes. Barnbrook again is the leader from Chris Aor. Feroda staying on the far side, but the favourite's going to win it as they race into the closing stages. Barnbrook again and Colin Brown win the Ladbroke at the line. Barnbrook again has won it. In 2nd place is Feroda, flying on the inside. Step Aside Lord 3rd. Chris Aor 4. They're followed in by Helen Sarr, and then Kiora and Dodus Dictio and Colonel James and Son of Ivor and Derrymore Boy, and then Bon Alma, Cat's Eyes and 4 Tricks and Abbey Glen, then Lochderg and Yabis and the Musical Priest and Cloverhill Lad and the Iliad, the big disappointment, then Mark Miller and Fair Ogan, and last to finish is Closheen. So number 3, Barnbrook again. The handicap good thing has done it, made a few mistakes, Barnbrook again, owned by Mr. Mel Davis, trained by David Elsworth, and ridden by Colin Brown, the winners of the first running of